workers, the vendors, they're jobs for people. I'd want to go just to support them. I'm buying a lot of food from all my favorite restaurants because I want to support them. They're all staying open. A lot of drive up. I'm telling all my friends, hey, you can order from this restaurant, that restaurant. I got the crap beat out of me when I tweeted it once. But I turned up being ahead of the curve on that, too. Maybe if they want to be extra careful, maybe you can only sell every other seat. I'd rather not just have it on TV. It's not as exciting. But, if you have the mask mandatory, the gloves mandatory, the temperature taking mandatory, you're not going to be shaking hands with anybody. For me, I'm willing to live with that risk, and I don't think there's a big risk that you're going to have a major outbreak with those precautions being taken. The idea is to open things, but open them safely. Bud is in Kentucky. How are you, Bud? Glad you called.
Just fine, Sean. How are you?
I'm good, sir. What's going on?
Nothing.
Well, your governor's a dope down there, by the way. No offense.
Well,
I've got a lot of dopey governors.
That's a discussion for another time, Sean.
Really want to take down people's license plates if you go to Easter Sunday drive-up service, not even a real service.
Yes, sir. They and the Louisville mayor did some things as well. It's kind of crazy. I'm found my way after retiring from the military into the thermal imaging business and helping people with things with that, and work with a friend of mine out of Bowling Green, Kentucky, at the Kentucky Thermal Institute, and the technology is there to do exactly what you were describing with the governor earlier in your show.
I mean, a thermal camera that can be monitor everybody in a crowd. Now, again, you got to trust government. I don't trust government.
Here's another, and privacy is an issue, and I understand that. There's systems out there that you can mount on a wall and put at an access control point, like you do going into anything. I mean, with what we do going to concerts and everything today, everybody's going through some sort of screening. It can be integrated into part of that, and it's a mouse on a wall. The technology is there. It can take temperatures within 0.2 degree, 0.2 of a degree, and you don't have to capture pictures or any of that. There's ability to keep the privacy. And we all know temperature is just the first line screening to see if there's anything going on.
Right, and listen, I keep saying, because I know government, medical privacy.
So I was in the Army for 20 and a half years. I understand government a little bit too, and all that.
I don't trust them.
I'm with you.
I don't want a database. I don't want a computer. Testing shouldn't even be name associated. Look, you're gonna have to trust people. That if, your number is 620, you get a, card, you turned up COVID positive, here's a mask if you don't have one, here's gloves if you don't have it, go home. Now, here's information for how to isolate in your home so to protect your family. Here's information on contact tracing. We ask that you contact these people that might have been exposed. That's it. And you're going to have to let them do it.
And it can be done. And the temperature screening can be done just by the simple fact of somebody stopping long enough to blink their eyes.
Anyway, thanks, Bud. No, it's very helpful. All these countries are taking away all medical privacy, following people on their cell phones. That's scary. That's Big Brother. Linda, you wanted to say about games. You don't even know how to keep score in football or hockey or baseball or any other sport. What do you care about Yankee Stadium and City
Wait.
What?
Hold on 1 second. Hockey is the one sport I do know. Everything else, forget about it. I don't know anything else, but I know hockey.
Okay. Well, maybe they could play. They played an outdoor hockey. They could play outdoor hockey games at Yankee Stadium. You know why? Because they do it every year.
But my whole point is, if you're going to have people playing and going to see the games at the stadiums, the arenas, whatever, then they can sit however many seats apart to fulfill the social distancing until we're comfortable, right? Why can't we do that at restaurants? Why can't we just cut the fire code capacity, have them sit in socially distanced spacing? It's the same thing.
I agree.
the
You're
same
not-
air there.
I kind of said the same thing, but I'm agreeing with you. But it's a little different because if you go into a baseball or a football game and everyone gets their temperature taken, and masks and gloves are mandatory, it sucks. But if the choice is to not go or go with the mask and the gloves, I'd rather go. That's my choice. I think a lot of people would agree with me. I don't think, maybe the teams give out their version of masks. I think everyone likes free crap, right? So, and then you eat the hot dogs the way I described, and you drink the beer the way I described. You haven't been to a football game. I have. Have you ever been to a baseball game?
I went to one baseball game, but I was, upstairs in like the special area, not
in the box. She hangs out. That's her version.